Unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. You can do this. The sky is as bright as it's going to be. Go make the most of the day. Look at that metal scrap over there. Good work finding a fixer-upper like that. Maybe still set. You need to give the tensioners a matching adjustment. That sounds delicious. You're full of pluck. That ruin looks promising. Someone lived there once. You need to harmonize the notes. Music to anyone's ear. It feels like an ancient dungeon down here. This one's Bang Shelter 6L. Looks like it's still working the way it should. You found a fixer-upper. Wonder what's left of it. Don't stay too long. Who knows what lies beneath? Could this thing steer itself? Some things will sleep soon. Others are waking up. Move the arm to make the needle fit the groove. Give it another try. Some melodiscs just cheap-ops to emotion you. This one hums about a needs discovery area, a foot sprint from here. You hit upon rye-fitters. There's an upgrade bench up in that little blimp. Let's see. A ping dish. Experts used to find things in the air with those. Wonder if it still works. Ooh, there's some rubber scrap for you. Middle-lifed. This won't. To get the ping dish to work, you need to line up the pong paddles for a proper match. That's a match. Now you can ping all the dishes you like. Spin that paddle to turn the ping. Pingety ping ping. You found a transmessage. There they are. You fixed those flame flies fast. Make sure you know how to get back. sludgy junk works is a real mess. Daytime means the clock to nighttime is ticking. Definitely not open. Nothing's simple. It's locked. Well, what do you know? You need to replug the cables so each match the sequence. Nice. That rearrangement should be enough to let enough electric current pass through the board. No windows to look out at the sky from down here. Let's hope the beast keeps listening to you. Check out that rubber scrap. That's it. An old home that's still standing. Biohazard makes your skin crawl. The cranks need to be unturned in the right order. That old home might not be stripped clean yet. Go get on it and run fast as you can. You run like the wind. Pick your path carefully by whatever you can see. You need to turn the pegs in sync. You really put a spin on it. There they are. Now, you fixed those flame flies fast. Hey, a mount has no gears to grind. It's far away. Juju's shop is here somewhere.
Anihillo to. Tumma. Seindi.
Let's see. Juju is just thrilled to finally meet you, even in these darkest days when the spotlights are growing. Says he's a style fitter of the most fantastic kind. Thinks you have the power to steer the fate of the world one way or the other. He wants you not only to save it, but to look fabulous doing so. He knows you have the heart of a hero. He just wants you to look like one too. He tells you to dig deeper into your past and remember how it's all stitched together. You need to follow that thread to figure out who you are and where you're going. Wonders if you ever think about how things might be if you'd chosen one style over another. It's a lot easier to change outfits than to change your life. Likes how the world seems to be getting its act together. Been sliding down too long. Thanks you for darning up the whole holes in the world. It's not a perfect world, but it's the only one that fits. Thinks it's good you're working with the Myriad. The Sifu there has the best taste in styles. Claims to have made his favourite, the one the Sifu wears every day. But that's enough about them. He wants to talk about him. He wonders if you can see it too. The common threads that have sewn everyone together through the years. They're all broken. But fortunately, he's good at smoothing things over, choosing things that are chic and glossing the aesthetics. Most come here to get relief from how ugly the world has become. He works a lot with mood, be it good or bad. Says that if you can look around, you'll see firsthand that too few take advantage of his talents.
Anihillo to. Tumma. Seindi.
Some even think what he does is magic, changing the way you feel with style. That's how he got his nickname, Juju. He's been zigzagging all night. He has a fibre he needs to get done, but he's run out of bobbin. Now his reputation is hanging by a thread. He needs to thread the needle, but the only spare bobbin he knows about, well, he saw it attached to a kite flying free in the wind. He'll do what he... Thinks you're wearing your underwear on the outside, but yes. There's no time to look back. Too busy moving on. That's an upsy-dups. Good for learning how to haul up. There they are. You fixed those flame flies fast. The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. It soars like a kite, so it better be one. Latch onto it, reel that in. Juju will be pleased to see you manage to get hold of a bobbin, even though it's the unconventional kind. Juju is thrilled over the bobbin and the fact that he'll be able to finish the fibre. He believes couture can do that for you, you know. Change the way you feel and also change the way others feel about you. He's prepared something for you while you were away. Do you want it to fit your mood or do you want a change of heart? Fashion can help you define mood, and this should make you more menacing. That's what he wants you to feel when you wear it. Juju thinks it's amazing that you found an ark and are refurbishing it for a launch. Lots of things need doing, but few of them require leaving the world behind. Supposes that even if the world goes on, you could use the ark to find new places to explore. Just happy the ark wound up in such deft and responsible hands. Not that Juju's asking for a seat, but who's going to pilot that thing for you?
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat.
A conscious choice to be alone means you won't miss anyone.
The thing we're really missing here is someone with compassion.
The world would be a better place if we were left alone to handle it. Then we'd only have to talk to ourselves, and that's how you get the good answers.
Well, anyone in their right mind would agree you're better off on your own. Let's hope the arc carries you all the way there.
Thinks you're right not to bring him along when you only have so many seats. He's invested in helping you look your best. Fair trade. Now, that's respectable. Fits you well. Those look sharp on you. The scrap keeps piling up. Good parts make for good scrap. It's better to go forward than just keep coming back. It's a glory shiny day out here. Such a dark night. Let's see. You found the Moly Hole outpost, an old Pichu tribe hole in the wall. There they are. You fixed those flame flies fast. Get in there and ruin that filter. Dead on. You're a long way from the sun. Sparked! Got it. Nothing but greasy goo in their pipes now. Looks like the outpost found out about the bad water the hard way. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great...
Darawasoa Shosa. Best part of this ride is it runs on green stuff.
The Underfoot outpost, right where the Pichu tribe dug it up. There's the tyrant who runs this.
It's their
last line of defense. Once their guardian falls, they'll surrender. The outpost belongs to your... He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great job capturing... Maybe just be for a moment. Let's see. How amazing is it to be surrounded by life like this? Let's see. Easy to forget how dangerous this world can be. It's the Benearth outpost, right where the peach... Here's the... Careful of that puke, Imaginer. Better to bring it down. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. Keep going. Heads up for that oil boiler. Stay away till you take that thing out. It's safe to get near. Still boiling. Here's the second line of defense. Just jump on that candle and get it lit. Ride that sprocket. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you... What a wonderful place to hide. There they are. Now, catch them. You fixed those flame flies fast. The deeper the night, the darker it gets. That there's the guppy hut. Might be some gill-catching gear in there. Zap! Now that's loot. Might not need that now, but you will later. There's a syringe. It's darkest between the stars. Let's see. They've been waiting for you, taking control of... They've managed to roll... Peace in a place like this won't last. It never does. It's time to set the rival tribe free. You need... The megamuck in that cage looks like... Just get out of the megamuck's way. Static. The wire claw looks like it's strong enough to pull down a gate, but you just need to aim straight, shoot and pull, and the gate will... The Pishu tribe supports natural evolution on the dogma that only the strong survive. They want to help evolution on its way by conquering the tribes, as they're all too weak in their convictions. Anybody home? He didn't expect it would go down this way. He believes a fight won't settle who is right. Side by side they'll stand. They've achieved a great thing for the tribe and the land by winning the war. The other tribes will see your side of things with time. You'll succeed quickest by helping others succeed. This is why uniting the tribes is so important. It's only together that you'll stand strong. When you first met, the world was divided and filled with fear. But you've come a long way on your path towards a world ruled by truth and justice. You know better than anyone that the fate of the world is still at stake. You need a world where Our conscience is that little voice inside that lets you know right from wrong. Don't go against it if you want to enjoy life without fear of death. It's the Pichu Nanchuk. Watch for trouble. Could come from any corner. Out of Date says there'll be consequences of the war, but there are more pressing matters at hand. The last World Eater has been left undisturbed with the tree while you focused on the war. He thought someone with your light perspective and key would have had different priorities and faced the World Eaters before resolving the tribe war. Regardless, Out of Date is grateful the tribe war is over. Out of Date understands the road has been rough, but you already know what's left to end this journey, and it'll be tough. You're the only one that's strong enough to face the last World Eater. The future depends on someone with a light perspective to give the world a chance to survive. Only time will tell what the future holds, and if it will bring a lasting peace for those that make it to the end. Out of Date says the word about what you've done so far is spreading. The tribes haven't lost hope yet. He appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's had urgent news from his friend Wiz in the northwest. He's unsure about your intentions, but hopes you'll support Wiz. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Wiz and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's hunch is real. The Merc Puff is up next. Out of Date says that Wiz is worried now that the Northwest World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Wiz is working on an undersurf vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done. Out of Date suggests that you should head northwest as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He's happy to help.
vunko vuntu.
Breathe in that day shine. Let's see. The Surge Surf Factory. Keep your eye out for Wiz while you're here. Let's see. Look at the notices on that board. No one paid much attention to them, it looks like. Wiz should... The rush... Be careful where you grab that mount. Impressed you found that, despite all the goo. This place has held power. Glad you...
Don't knock yourself out.
Well placed. Wiped out. Spiked. A story has got to keep moving forward. Wuz isn't easy on the tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Wiz. You might remember him from the old days when he let you try his octopod? Wiz remembers you were such a cheery kid, and he's glad to see that light hasn't faded from you, despite the years. But Wiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get murkier the deeper you go, but says it helps to have friends with you to plumb those depths. He set up camp at the foot of the Tree of Life. It's gotten more difficult for it to find defenseless prey, as it's already eaten most of them. Wiz says our memory keeps things for us, preserves them until we are ready to face them again. He knows you've returned to face Lupa Lupin, and that confrontation is as inevitable as the tides. He knows that though the tides of history may push you in one direction, you can always lay your own course. Ultimately, it's your choice. You were the one to be wronged and have lived with the consequences. He believes in consequence as it's a direct result of action. Asks if you ever think about freedom and whether any of us really has it. Did you make the decisions that brought you here, or are you just a pawn of fate? Maybe that's true for you, but he's not so sure about his own fate. Amazed the world is going to continue on, but happy to hear it. Still so many things to invent. Impressed that you fought so hard to keep the world spinning. Thinks you were smart to join with the Myriad. They have a rainbow of ways to approach any problem. Says they're unified in the ways that matter. But that's not nearly as important as this. Wiz says that you should let the past dwell in the depths. But there's something else down there too, gnawing at the Tree of Life. He's named it the Merc Puff. This is why he's tinker-tonkering with the octopod. But the lid got stuck, so he needs a big enough tug twister to open it up and let you a-go in. He can't leave the surge station, so you must help him find a... Better to be on top of a mount than standing behind it. An old home. Could be something to it. Charge 'em! Boom, boom. That's the hut. Wonder if there's anything still inside. Found a bric-brac that's not absolutely flat. Your destiny waits on the path you'll take to avoid it. Ooh, a biohazard like that can make you real sick. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium is near here. Locked solid. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. This story is about a hero. You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. That's it. The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too. Toxanol's mining led to mass deforestation and increased global warming, as nature couldn't absorb the carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas emissions without the trees. These irreversible... He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes... Well, he means slick, as in greasy, so you can lube the hinges of the lid. He can't argue against the fact your fur's shiny. He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he's all out. He knows his old friend Choo-Choo always keeps his grease sprinklers well filled. He should have an extra that you can borrow. He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler. The Merc Puff is crunching bark by the minute. The stars never give enough light. Thinks The Wingnut Chug Tunnel. It goes on forever. Whoosh whoosh! Blasting everything to bits. You're cut off from the world above. Choo Choo says he knew. He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart in case of emergency. It's on the cart. He wants to keep it close by. In general, you won't have much time to act in case of an emergency. Choo Choo says you should help yourself to the grease sprinkler. It's a versatile tool from the bygone, a last of its kind, so don't let it go to waste. He's convinced you'll put it to... Wonders without Noko, who would care for the animals? Glad you met her. Thanks you for rising from your past to be a better person. You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box. Choo Choo has no use for it.
Why?
Choo Choo says he feels strongly about helping his next, just like you did for him. He's convinced there was a bigger reason you met. Sometimes the wrong train will take you to the right place.
Why?
He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He's witnessed...
Why?
Says... Wonders...
So, what we have here is an opportunity...
A conscious...
The thing with...
The world will be a...
Well...
Hopes you figure out someone better to... Choo Choo's... Didn't... No one would ever see you coming. Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the Merkpuff until the octopod is properly armed. He's happy to tell you that the cannon he's been working on now just needs ammunition. He says his old friend Boom makes all things that go bang. There's a rumor that some of Boom's pyro sticks shot off and are out there roaming. The dark's good for sneaking up on things. That's a bang cloud, where Toxanol used to make all sorts of splody things before it blew up in their faces. There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go. That looks like an unbanged pyro stick on the loose. Better catch it before it goes off. The story will go on as long as there is someone there to listen. The pyrosticks will cause a Wiz has been working on another cannon, but instead of pyrosticks, it squirts guppos, scaly distractions for anyone with an appetite disorder, and irresistible for the merkpuff in particular. Seems the best way to find guppos is go talk to Gil. He has a natural sonar and knows where the guppos sub the surf. This means you'll have to go visit Gil at Burblebottom. Find Gil and he'll be able to tell you where to find the guppos. There they are. Now, catch them. It's gone from being late to being early. You fixed those flame flies fast. Let's see. This is Burblebottom. Happy to This is Guppy Grotto. The world needs saving. Make the most of the day. Good thing you're not claustrophobic. Locked, but good. Just a few moves left. Make them count. The warmth just shoots right through you. That seems to be enough guppos to provide the octopod with infinite ammunition. He's surprised the Merkpuff's been able to hold its breath all this time. It's just another proof of the evolutionary change caused by Toxanol's contamination. Being undersurf has meant the Merkpuff has been left alone to munch on the root down there undisturbed. This means the northwest route has suffered more damage than the others. He's sure there's enough time to confront the Merkpuff, but he worries if the world has enough years left to last his lifetime, even if you stop the World Eaters. That was the last of them. You've sealed the fate of the tribe and the tree. It's time for the end game. You have your destiny. Follow it all the way back to Out of Date. He never told anyone about what's next, but he's sure it involves you. Just continue to stay true to yourself and respect others whatever happens. You've become their pride, the guiding light of the tribe. It's time to return to the tree one last time. He's learned you discovered and activated the last of the arcs. That's the only word that really works for it, he's sure. Just imagine how much more of the world you can see in the arc, now that the world's still going to be around. You fought well for the world. You can be proud of that, no matter what. Questions if you could possibly have any open spaces.
So, what we have here is an opportunity.
Why?
If you want to go quick.
But you know.
Almost can't speak. He's so happy to be joining your voyage, to conquer the skies and everything beyond. Wiz knows it's the same old, but he likes talking to you. You fixed those flame flies fast. So different from the surface down here. Out of Date says the signs of the end of the world are everywhere. It seems nature is preparing to take revenge. The day of reckoning is coming, and you are invited. He can feel you're approaching the end date. If you haven't decided whom of all like-minded, light-hearted beings you've met have earned a seat on the Ark yet, it's time to do that now. Then grasp your last chance to make sure Lupa Lupin stopped for good. The tree settled its score, but it left yours half done. He says you need to see Lupa Lupin eye to eye one last time. He's happy to help. Wishes you goodbye. Keep your eyes out for new paths. Easy to miss things down here. The Sifu is seeking revenge too. He hasn't forgotten what Lupa Lupin did, but he also wants to stop him from attacking his tribe. That the world seems to survive doesn't mean he must. He hopes you agree, even if it goes against your light-hearted nature. There's no room for predators in the world the Myriad tribe is building. But he knows this is your fight. You should handle it. Lupa Lupin's own fear was his shackles, not the roots of the tree. It just changed him. You have a chance to stand back and let the tribe handle it. The Sifu is ready to step into the fray. Are the odds about to change in your favor? If a friend dies, something inside you dies. You can save the Sifu by making yourself a target. You're up. Shockwaves spread when the world crumbles. This is not a prophecy, me telling you about the future. It's you shaping it. Here's a vulgar display of power. The more he does, the stronger he becomes. It's time you remember who the real enemy is and stop playing the game his way. This is how it ends. The predator and the world itself suffering. But at least it's a sign they're both still alive.
So, what we have here is a clear matter of life and death, and only you can make a difference.
You continue to make bad decisions and mistakes. Oh, it never ends.
It's easy to make a good decision when there's only one option. The only mistake here is you.
My mistake is letting you speak. My conviction is that the world would be a better place without your voice.
Convincing yourself doesn't win the argument. In the end, we won't remember the words of our enemies, but the silences of our friends.
The weak can't forgive. Forgiveness is a strength. It's not all life and death. It's no better time than now to accept a helping hand. Do you wonder what turn life might have taken if you'd done things different? A left when you went right? A yes when you said no? You've walked the thin line between survival and disaster and haven't lost your balance yet. It's because of you the Tree of Life and the world has been given a second chance. You carried the light in a world full of dark and made a difference in a place that needed change. You allied with the Myriad tribe and acted on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. However, light and dark does simply represent the polarities of life. One can't exist without the other. This isn't the end. Just being surrounded by nature as it heals itself will rejuvenate us. Nature will teach us how to survive. So, trust your conscience to show you the way, and everything else will follow. As foretold, you were destined to split the chains of this world. But you're not alone. Those that shared your perspective and gained your trust will accompany you on your journey. Is there a world out there that's better suited for those imbalanced in their light nature than this one? Whether or not, we'll leave your story on record, so those who come after will know you followed your light nature and saved the world. So, when all is said and done, it turned out to be an unusual ending after all. What could be better than ending the story the right way? Ending it your way, a beginning of something new.